Good evening, welcome to the iRacing eSports Network and Imola for the BSR MX5 Pro Series, as we're just looking at some lovely scenic shots now as the cars complete qualifying. Currently it's Alex Cherney sitting at the top of the pile for Swift Cooper eSports. Previous champion of the Winter Series, Jason Cooper, on your screen there in the number 1 machine, his teammate. Currently both on the front row, and then it's two Excite Energy cars behind them. So once again, Tom, it's the Excite cars and the Swift Cooper cars that are sort of slightly outshining the SimLab guys.
As we give you your grid then, Jason Cooper is on pole with a 203.4. Behind him, Alex Cherney. Marcelo Pagnon in 5th. Elmar Elacotti is in 8th. 13th place is Luke Cooper, with 14th being Charlie Summers. Nils Cartensen in 35th. Kip Stevens in 36th.
Lights are out, away we go. And oh, it's a bad start there for Brian Holmes from McNally. His teammate gets a really good run, and Cherney side by side with Cooper down towards turn 1. Pagnon's going to hopefully make his way through as well. Marcelo's always been quick that we've seen. Look at this massive field streaming down to turn 1. Oh, 3 wide there between Pagnon and the two Excite cars. They were very close together, nearly making contact. 2 wheels from McNally and he's off. Is he going to come back on across the traffic? No, he does a great job at saving it. Look at the eSports, the Swift Cooper eSports cars absolutely going for it over the chicane. That's the thing with the MX5, it does have a very soft suspension setup, so you can really launch it over the curbs and not worry about damaging the thing. We see then Alex Cherney, 2nd place at the moment in the number 6 car. He finished 6th in the Winter Series, hence why he's got that number. But it's his teammate and Winter Series champion Jason Cooper leading the way, then down the straight side by side. Brian Holmes making up for his poor start. Here he goes. He's going to be on the inside for turn 1. He's doing a fine job at the moment though, Tom, keeping the pressure on, but Marcelo Pagnon's the one he's got to worry about coming through from behind.
Yeah, he has definitely. We know how quick Marcelo can be. Of course, Brian is now coming under pressure from the Swift Cooper eSports boys behind him, and he's got one to catch as well.
Great shot here on ball with Cherney chasing down Brian Holmes into the final sector of the lap. They're going to be, I think at this point, Cherney's going to be hoping that he can battle with Holmes and take the pressure off his teammate Jason Cooper, who wants to obviously try and run away with this win. Nice door-to-door stuff from these guys. Around the last 2 corners, Marcelo Pagnon's going to hopefully get a run on Holmes here as well. And the 2 SimLab boys, like you were saying, Tom, waiting in the wings now to try and make the moves. Holmes tries to go down the inside, hits the wall. And I was speaking to Steve Hefford after last week, and he was saying that these cars, you really can't take them for granted. They are made of cracker bread. So as soon as you bump the front end or anything, you lose so much speed, and that really might not help Brian here. I know it's killed his momentum, which is probably why he's lost the place to Pagnon there in this instance.
And then he's got Stevens right behind him, and we know how quick that Stevens can be in the right car and in the right scenario. So those guys will be looking to make their way through the field.
But this is a great little display once again by the Swift Cooper eSports boys at the front of the field. Doing an absolutely awesome job. 1, 2 and 3 with Brian Holmes at the back.
As Pagnon moves to the inside, then he's got the slipstream on his teammate Alex Cherney. Can he get the move done? He's already ahead. Cherney's going to have to go late on the brakes to try and make it stick, which he can't do. Brian Holmes snaking all over, as he's all over the back of Cherney, and he's the man he's got to pass now. And Chaz, this is really heating up to be a brilliant end to race number 1.
I mean, every time we look down this list of drivers, Tom, it's a really strong lineup in this series, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. These are some of the best sim racers that come out of Europe and the UK, as well as you've got some guys further afoot, America and Australia and things. They often pop up to join the BSR MX5 series. As Brian Holmes then right in the slipstream of Alex Cherney. Let's see if he can do it then. He's taken to the outside line. Cherney goes into defend, and they tip into the corner. Cherney's still got the inside line though, and Brian Holmes really can't find a way past. And Brian Holmes, what a run out that chicane. Can he make it round the outside into this hairpin? I don't think he can. Although he goes nice and wide, tips the car and hits the apex. On board with him then. And he's got the run on Alex Cherney, it seems. He's got a nose ahead. He moves up into 3rd place.
So these guys are going to be pushing to get back past him. You can see Jamie really pushing as well. Look at that line through there by Cherney. Brilliant stuff. Really gets the car straightened up as early as possible. Brian's going to try and squeeze him over to the left. He's just in front. I'd say that. He's actually down the inside of Jamie Ayres. I thought he was side by side with Cherney. Oh, Ayres is going to come back over. Somehow they don't make contact, but you've got to think Cherney might get a slowdown there for being out that far wide. Coming into the final 2 corners then, there's Marcelo Pagnon in 2nd place, and there is the number 1 car in position 1 at the end of race 1. Fantastic stuff once again. Jason Cooper is going to take your first race win of the night. Swift Cooper eSports stamping their authority on this series once again. Marcelo Panion comes home in second. Great drive by him. It's going to be Brian Holmes in third place. Alex Cherney gets away with it and finishes in fourth, with Jamie Ayres in fifth. And then it's two more Swift Cooper eSports cars. They just don't stop coming here, do they? It's Luke Cooper and then Charlie Summers.
So Jason Cooper then takes a fantastic race win, really conserved behind the wheel and did everything that he needed to take the win from Marcelo Panion, his teammate, who finishes P2. So that's the Swift Cooper eSports P1 and P2, with Alex Cherney in fourth. Sixth place, Luke Cooper, Charlie Summers in seventh. 19th place, we had Nils Carstensen. 20th, Kip Stevens. And then your non-finishers, Elmar Elacotti.
Chaz Draycott here with Tom Jacobs and Alex Simpson for race 2 out of 4 this evening.
The Pro Boys will be looking to make up a few places. Kip Stevens currently in 7th. He'll be a fierce one to try and keep behind you.
Oh, that was Mick Barry there. Marcelo Panion's in the middle of the road. That's down at turn 1. There was an incident a bit later than that as well. As we look at Alex Cherney now trying to dispatch of McRitchie. He's got his teammates Summers and Stevens behind him.
But this is the battle that we're really looking forward to. Cherney is in there as well. You've got Ayres are pretty much 4 wide for a second there, it looked like. Coming down towards turn number 1 then. This is either going to end in tears. All gets touched. He goes in really deep. And he's done a Max Verstappen at Mexico 2017. Gone straight over the grass. And he's managed to keep that car going. But I imagine, Chaz, he's going to have a monumental slowdown with that.
Got diamond formation going on here into the left-hander. 3 wide. Delmont on the outside, Viverke in the middle, and down the inside, Charlie Summers, the main beneficiary. We've still got 3 wide here. It's like the red arrows here, trying to change formation. Nearly 4 wide. Delmont making contact with Viverke. Oh, and these boys are really doing well not to completely trip over each other. But we look back at this pack once again. Jason Cooper in there, Kip Stevens, number 28 is Ashley Beard. Luke Cooper is the one further towards the back of this group.
He's coming out to McRitchie goes up the inside, and what a move on Jamie Ayres that was. If he can get the run, Ayres seemed to get a better run out of that, but Charlie Summers as well, he's in there, and he's made the move on McRitchie. Got a great run out of there as well. McRitchie, for all his efforts in making that move, Chaz, has seemed to have lost out.
And once again, strong stuff from the Swift Cooper eSports boys and Charlie Summers. And just like the Excite cars, they're in pairs here, Tom. They seem to be culminating together. As I think Panion might beat his teammate Erlicott over the line. He does. Just beats him. Obviously, Erlicott not too happy about that. Gives him a bit of a door bang on the way past. But yeah, feisty stuff between everybody. They're really good last few laps, that. There we go. There are the results.
So Dave Hampson then in the 888 car for Simlad makes a brilliant win. Charlie Summers in 8th, Jason Cooper in 9th. Luke Cooper comes home 11th with Alex Cherney after a spin. Has a little bit of a recovery drive and makes it home in 12th. Kip Stevens in 13th. Marcelo Panion comes home in 18th. For Swift Cooper eSports as well. Elmar Elacotti finishes in 19th. Nils Carstensen in 24th.
We're here at Imola for race 3 of 4 this evening. Tom, we've seen 2 cracking races so far. Hopefully this will be another one with quite a small reverse grid this time.
And they drop the clutches and away they go. Good start from Viverke. He needed that to get away. Kip Stevens also got a cracking start there.
As we can see, the Swift Cooper eSports cars once again everywhere in the field at the moment.
Over the crest of the hill they come then. McCarron on the outside, Cherney on the inside. Cherney makes it look easy, doesn't he? Straight up the inside of Nick McCarron in the number 2 machine. Swift Cooper eSports, SimLab and Excite 1, 2, 3. And this is going to shape up to be a really interesting race, Jazz, because we've got the 3 titans of the series all sat in podium positions at the moment.
Yeah, and they're going to at least want 1 each, but of course the Swift Cooper boys are going to want more than just that. Charlie Summers has gone off and is dropping down the order. Not sure. Oh, he's on his roll cage there in the background. Sparks are flying. And people are avoiding him all over the place. Hefford clips him there, one of the Excite cars. I hope he's not in VR. Wow, that'd be a nightmare. He disappears off the track. There we go. Side by side here is McCarron, just trying it on Cooper. But that's Jason in front and Luke behind. So he's got Cooper and Cooper. And these boys are both very quick. But as you can see, Tom, it's looking like it might be. And I'm not going to say this now, but it could be. There's the opportunity of it being a 1, 2, 3 here for Swift Cooper eSports. Down the inside, there goes Luke.
And we're out the front of the grid. Cherney leads from Cooper, the 2 teammates. Well, they're making it look easy at the moment, aren't they? Cherney in the number 6. Cooper out there in the number 1, last season's champion. No, definitely not. It's going to prove to be an exciting one, this, as Cooper goes out very, very wide. That gives Ayres the opportunity to go up into 3rd place. So the SimLab driver now sitting on the podium once again. And he really is a force to be reckoned with for SimLab. He's leading the way for them at the moment as the guys behind go 3 wide. It's Jamie Ayres, it's a SimLab car, Swift Cooper Esports, SimLab and then Swift Cooper Esports. So both the teams are going to want this more than anything else in the world right now. Cooper goes to the outside, Jamie Ayres has to defend, he brakes late, there's a little bit of contact there. And they both managed to get through. I don't know how they managed to do it. It's caused Ayres to go out wide. Ayres still sliding around, the MX5 stepping out. He's doing the cha-cha slide out there at the moment. And it's cost him dearly, Chaz. He's fallen down 2 places there. Now he's coming into the clutches of Panion as well. Panion all over the back of the SimLab cars. Jamie Ayres goes out wide again, kicks up a load of dust in Panion's face.
Here are your 2 leaders. Alex Cherney in the number 6 car. Jason Cooper in the number 1 car. Jason is making a very good attempt at this championship already, Tom. And it'd be, well, there's no reason why he can't go and win the whole thing with this consistency. But with such a long championship, I mean, we've seen a lot of results be changed very quickly over the course of a season. So we'll have to see how he gets on for the rest of it. But at the final corner then, it's going to be Alex Cherney and Jason Cooper taking a 1-2 for Swift Cooper Esports. Cracking stuff. Really well done by those guys. Nice little formation finish across the line. And it's going to be Luke Cooper making it an entire Swift Cooper Esports podium.
So, for the 3rd time this evening, as Chaz says, Alex Cherney takes your race win for Swift Cooper Esports. Jason Cooper behind him and Luke Cooper in 3rd to make it an all Swift Cooper Esports 1, 2, 3 podium. So, brilliant driving from them. Marcelo Panion in 5th, with Kip Stevens in 7th. Elmar Elacotti is in 10th. Niels Carstensen in 27th. The first of your non-race finishers. Charlie Summers.
We've just been discussing the wonderfully beautiful sky that we have before us for this final race. Tom, it looks absolutely immense, doesn't it?
If you're not on iRacing, I strongly suggest you get on it and get involved, because it's things like this that just make the sim a perfect all-rounder. And I think the main reason why most of us turn to it is the fact that we can't race in real life. We haven't really got the expense to, so it just really brings it all together. And yeah, it's just gorgeous skies for this final race, and I hope the racing is just as exciting.
There's a couple of guys moving around position-wise. I don't think anyone fell off, though. That's absolutely amazing. We see the Auto Metnock Hill guys making their way back through. Oh, sideways on the outside. That's number 77. That's Elmar Elacotti. These guys are really scrapping in this lower midfield here. That's like 24th position. That is just they're fighting for it like it's a race win. There's Cooper and Summers having a bit of a scrap in the background. Elacotti as well. Panion and Cooper. So Elacotti's in a really big sandwich at the moment. Some very thick white bread either side of it. Of the Swift Cooper Esports boys, and they're going side by side though, so they're having a scrap of their own. And I've realised as well, actually, Elacotti is part of Swift Cooper Esports, isn't he? So it's actually just pure bread at the moment. Jason Cooper there is going slow. I think he got a slowdown out of that chicane, and McRitchie goes through. Don't know whether Mears will get the opportunity to do the same. He's going down the inside, is Mears. Really, really big dive on the brakes. Doesn't quite do it though. Cooper holds it around the outside. Nicely done. Niels Carstensen representing Swift Cooper Esports at the front of the field. The next driver for that team is down in 10th, so he's doing a fine job. There's the German.
As Jamie Ayres then comes across the line to take the race 4 win. Absolutely superb drive from him. Led from start to finish. Niels Carstensen is in 2nd. And then we'll go to your results then. Jamie Ayres takes the win for SimLab, and he was ahead of Niels Carstensen, who finished in P2. Charlie Summers in 9th. Marcelo Panion finishes 13th. Jason Cooper in 14th. Kip Stevens in 17th. Alex Cherney in 21st. 25th was Luke Cooper. Elmar Elacotti was in 27th.
Just final thoughts, Tom. Imola throws up some cracking racing once again. Really, really good night tonight, I thought.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it?
And we will catch you next week at Brands Hatch Indy. Have a fantastic evening.